Hi friends, Andy Vegan. Time for Life Bakery again. Make a raw food pie, a white chocolate, vanilla white chocolate cake, very simple. Usually I make a crust. That's the first step, make a crust, and then a filling on top. And today I have a topping on the filling too, because it's a birthday cake. I'll show that later. So very simple, very simple. The 3 steps. Begin with the crust. So here's my form, spring form. And you see there is some pink color on the bottom. It's lined with parchment paper. It's easier to handle to get the cake or the pie off. You know, it's easier to have a little paper here, but you don't need it. If you have a nice glass bottom, it's easy. So the orange, the pink color is from the raspberries. The topping will be a raspberry. I write something in raspberries. So that is a 20-30 centimeters or so springform, and it don't want to be such a big pie, just a small one. So the crust first, I make a crust that I can press into the springform, and for that, the perfect tool is a food processor fitted with the S-blade. When I got this tool many years ago, I could really begin to make these raw food pies. And the easiest way, and it's a very nice way also, what's that? It should be an almond, isn't it? So just 2 cups almonds, because the large springform needs also a little bit more of almonds, so 2 cups here, about. That first goes right in, and to making the crust, I begin with a coarse meal, the flour, the almond flour. And then later I have to put in the dates to make it sticky dough. But it's easier and saves some time when I get the almonds broken down first. Later dance. So step 1, coarse meal. Yeah. When I put in the dates earlier, so together with the dates, I cannot break down the dates, the almonds, such a fine meal. It's a coarse meal still, but it's nicer, it's easier, as I said, when I put the dates in later. So now here I have about 15 dates or so. It depends on the size of your date, you see. Pitted, of course. And today I want to make something special. Yeah, I have a vanilla white chocolate filling. So I add vanilla also to the sticky dough, to the crust. Just a teaspoon or so, not too much. It adds a nice, other almonds and vanilla and dates together. Some wonderful flavor. You can also season it with cinnamon, for example, or not season at all, just put the dates and the almonds. That's a perfect crust. It's a sweet by itself, energy balls of it. So it's a wonderful crust. So one more blender dance for the sticky dough. That should be the sticky dough. Let me show you how I figure it out. If it's sticky, I just take a little bit of the dough and press it together with here 3 fingers, and it is sticky. That's important because now I want to press it into the spring form, to the bottom, to get the crust. So first coarse meal, second sticky dough, third crust. 3 steps to make the crust, and it's so easy. I just put it all into the spring form. And when I'll take the blade out first. when I made it the first time, there were many recipes, video recipes, and people describing how to do that on the internet. When I first did it with my new food processor, then I was so terrified. I thought, wow, how do I get it right? Now, I have so much experience now. It's so easy, you know. But at first, when you try the first time, you might doubt how long you should process, because if you process too long, you over-process, it gets a marzipan. And if you don't process it long enough, then it is not sticky enough. It is not keeping together. For the crust, when you have a crust in a pie, you need to cut out a piece. Then the crust should keep together, right? And so they have to. And if you make it too much like a marzipan, that is also not so nice, because then it is too sticky. Not too sticky. You have to. But you know, now it's so easy. Once you get it down, really, that's so easy. You can't get it wrong, right? It's just the first time, or the first or second time, and I think, wow. But then after that, you know, it's so easy. You just do it. No problem. And next time you make it a little bit different, and you can't get it wrong, by the way. So first, here now, I evenly spread the sticky dough on the ground, and now I decided to make a pie or a tart. A tart would be, I pull up the sides. I don't want to do that now. It's just plain and simple. So I spread it evenly. Now begin to, with a fist, or I can have a tool for that too. I just do it like this with the fist. Press now down the sticky dough into the foam. That's very important, because if you don't press enough or thoroughly, you won't have a nice crust. It falls apart. And you don't want to have that. When you have a wonderful pie, and you serve it to your friends, and then it should be really nice, and you cut it, it should be for keeping. So I come back in a moment. You see what I do. I'm turning it around. I press it. Takes some time. Come back in a second and I'll show you the crust. I'd say the crust is done. I'll show you what it looks like. It took some time really to make sure it has a firmness, to it. And now, second part, the filling. And it's vanilla white chocolate. And it makes it very simple. I did it before in always little different ways. The base is cashews and bananas. I make cashew banana cream. And the cashews make it firm, and the bananas make it soft and a little bit sweet. Here, I have 4 or 5 bananas and 2 cups of cashews, around about. It's about the same amount if you look at it like that. Yeah, it's very easy. Measurements not so important. Just about, right? So the bananas go in first, and I blend the bananas first with the cashews to make the cashew cream. The cashew banana cream. That is the base for the filling, the white chocolate. And the bananas are important because also when I cannot blend the cashews as is, I would make a cashew butter or so, and the blender doesn't like that. It is a very hard job for the blender. But when you put in the same amount of bananas, he blends the banana easily, pulls in the cashews, and you have a perfect cashew cream without adding water. When I add water to the cashews to make it work without the bananas, then I have water in the chocolate, and that again makes the chocolate not so nice. It's runnier then. And the idea, or the issue, the main issue making a raw fruit pie without baking it, a Life Bakery, is that the filling gets firm. It has to firm up in the fridge. And for that, you have to be creative. Find something how that works. And the cacao butter comes later to make it firm, and water would not help. So that's why I try to make it with the banana and the dates, so that and the cashews, so that you understand the idea. So blender dance for the first step, the cashew banana cream. Blender dance. you have seen how the blender had a little bit of an issue to begin, but I have the right amount of bananas, as you can see. Now it's a cream. But then you get it. You get what I mean. Here's the cream. You see, it has a little firmness already. And as I said, I make this cream, or the white chocolate cream, white chocolate filling, always a little bit different. Today, I add dates to make it a little bit sweeter, and cacao butter and vanilla. So 3 more ingredients. Dates, number 1. 5 dates, so 6. Vanilla, 2 teaspoons, a little bit more than in the crust, and a nice vanilla flavor, and cacao butter. I need 2/3 of a cup or so, I think it is. You know, here's a water bath, hot water, a metal container, and I cut the cacao butter from a block. It's a very hard block. We can also have the little pills. You have to melt them, yeah. And on the water bath, they melt in no time. So that's what I did. And I put the cacao butter, the melted cacao butter, now in and not earlier, because if I put it in earlier together with the beginning, they might end up at the walls of the blender and not in the cacao, in the cashew cream, in the white chocolate cream, where it should be. So it saves a little bit. I hope. Let's see if it works now. Everything is in. I need to blend sometime now. The blender dance. Let's hope it works. Let's see, I will check if everything is right. Wow, looks cool. Okay. Let's get it done. Here, that's what it looks like. It's firming up already. Tastes like vanilla. Tastes like white chocolate. And the bananas, as I said, and the cashews both are a way to make the chocolate softer. The easiest chocolate would be just cacao butter, maybe add dates and white chocolate. That is very hard. Maybe you want to cover some dates or so, make a filled date with cacao, coated in cacao or so, and chocolate or so, you can do that. And when you add these other ingredients, like, as I said, like here, like bananas or cashews, the chocolate gets always softer. And sometimes it is too soft. Now when you make a chocolate, a bar maybe, you want to have a firm chocolate, or when you have many chocolate chips, for example, for ice cream or so, you need a firm chocolate. It cannot be too soft. It cannot be a cream, like a filling. So that's where it becomes interesting. Gets interesting when you do these kind of things. That's why it's important, because I tried a little bit with making my own chocolate. I love chocolate. Cacao is very healthy. It's a good thing to make, and it's very tasty also. Many people love chocolate, and I do it too from time to time. But I like to make my own chocolate. So, and then I want to know how to make it. And there are some tricks. Some things are not so easy. But then that's why I find this easy way to do it. Like with bananas and cashews, cacao butter. It's a very easy way to blend it. You know? When you put cacao powder in there and get some dark chocolate, also easy. You make it softer, lighter, less bitter. Yeah, you add the dates and the cashews and the bananas, for example. So this is now the cake, the pie. I would say that would be done. Here, I make it nice, so it should be a birthday cake, an anniversary cake, precise. So I want to have it nice. The surface here should be even, not tilting to one side or so. And I want to make a third layer with raspberries, as I said before, to write something on top. And TY45 is right on top. TY stands for TriYoga, that's my yoga style, from Yogini Kaleji, and has been founded 45 years ago. So this is the anniversary, the 45th anniversary pie. I love TriYoga, and so I make a pie. So here, this is the surface now. It should be okay like this. This is a nice surface, I would say. It's pretty even. Yeah. I put it now into a freezer for 10 minutes or so. I did that before. And then I can put the raspberries on top. I counted it before. I tried how to make it into TY45 on this shape. That's why you saw the pink colors on the lining here. Very nice. So I know exactly how to put them, but it's easier if it's a little bit frozen or firm, not fully. You know what? I do it right away. I don't wait. No, because I just thinking about it, when it's still soft like now, it's better because the raspberries, they maybe stick into the pie. Yeah? And if it's already firm, maybe they roll down. So it's better like that. So let's see if it works, if I can do it now. I put them into the shape of T45, and then I show you. I won't show you all the way how I do it, because that's a little bit too much time. The time is limited on YouTube usually, not too much. But I come back and show you what it is like, and I hope it works. Come back in a sec. Oops, first disaster. Come back in a moment. You're gonna tell me if it looks like a TY45. Have a look. Think it's okay. That's the way I planned it. And I think in the TY you can see it, 45, if you have a little bit of goodwill. Yeah, that's it. Okay, now it goes into the fridge. Usually I put a little foil on top. It's better because without the foil, it goes into the fridge and then the water comes up. Maybe there's a plate on top to keep something from falling into it. And then the water condenses under the plate and falls back, rains back onto the pie, and then you have the puddles on the surface and they have a little bit different color. Not so nice. When I put foil on top, you don't have this condensing water. No puddles, no no specks. And then I take it out of the fridge tomorrow when it's firm and cut a piece out of it to see if it works. And I show you that tomorrow. I mean, in a second, show you. It's one day later. It's longer than necessary. It would have been a couple of hours in the fridge would have been enough, I guess. I had other things to do, so I come back now. But it is not long. It doesn't take long in the fridge. That's the message. And here is the cake. You see the foil on top that keeps the water from condensing and falling down. So just lift it up. And I will keep this foil because I don't want to eat that cake all in once. So I will put it back in the fridge and put the foil back on top. And now what I have to do is, I will open it, the springform. But sometimes when you open the springform and the cake is tight to the sides, it cracks open. Yeah? It tears it apart. So I have to be careful. So if it begins to see cracks here, I will have to stop and take a knife and help. Let's see. Yeah, a little bit. To make sure, I just use a knife very carefully. Just driving around once is enough. Carefully. So and then the cake is loose. The texture is nice. I can feel the texture of the chocolate cream already. It's very nice. It's firm and creamy at the same time. So when you make a chocolate and it's very hard, you can imagine, and it's not a cake, right? It's not a bar. And that is nice. It's a nice cream. And it has enough firmness to keep together. So that's perfect. I'm very happy. And now I can open it. Yes. Ah, very good. Success. Yes. Mm, 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 mm. Nice. Mm. Vanilla white chocolate cream. Very good. Here at the side, you see, it's a slim pie, not very large. Of course, chocolate is heavy. You don't need a big pie. That's what I do now is I have to get a piece out of it. Let's say the first piece. Cutting through which number? Well, let's say the top of the 5. I put the knife into the middle, down to the bottom, and then I begin to cut through the beautiful raspberries. Important that I cut through because I want to get the piece out. And it's important to cut it. The first piece is the most difficult one, but it feels great. Everything is okay. The crust is firm, the chocolate cream is firm, and the piece looks nice. Perfect. Well, let me show you my first piece of this beautiful vanilla white chocolate pie. That's it. I will enjoy it now. And I hope you enjoyed the video too. Thanks for watching. If you like, give me a like. Subscribe and be vegan on YouTube. Have another recipe every single day. And find me on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and X. Hey, how about this? That's my vanilla white chocolate pie. Celebrating TriYoga 45. Have a look. This is the TriYoga 45 with raspberries. Have a nice afternoon, everyone.